Now, the hypocrisy and double standard of northern Nigeria is one of the reasons why Nigeria will never move forward. I repeat, the hypocrisy and double standard of northern politicians, northern traditional rulers, northern religious leaders is one of the reasons why Nigeria will never move forward. Nigeria would have been better without the Fulani. Now look at Buhari, former president of Nigeria. I'm saying this today, mark today, the 4th of March, 2026, that Buhari will be the last popular Fulani president. I'm saying this today, mark today, the 4th of March, 2026. Buhari, a Fulani politician with his popularity, will be the last popular Fulani president. The North will not get presidency by religious vote or by quota vote or by we have the numbers. Politics have changed. You see, that hypocrisy of northern Nigeria would be their downfall, would be their undoing. Now let's look at the Ramadan. A Fulani Christian has come out to attack the Fulani people, Fulani Muslims in northern Nigeria. You see, hypocrisy is one thing that would destroy the North. Hypocrisy. Under Buhari, they said protest is haram. Under Tinubu, protest is not haram. We saw the protest. Even the Iran, they were protesting. Now let's look at what this northern lady is talking about, northern Nigeria. Because southern Nigeria, I've seen that they are coming together, uniting themselves, building structures, even across borders, sophisticating. You see, a southerner is a better politician than a northerner. In all indices or ramification, I can challenge this anywhere, any day, anytime. A southern politician is a better administrator than a northerner. When Buhari was very ill and he stayed out of the country for a very long time, Osibajo stepped in. Professor Osibajo stepped in. Within the few months that Osibajo took over, you saw the difference and changes. It was just like magic or miracle. Until the northern hypocritical leaders, they were doing, oh, let's do fast so that this guy will not come and outsmart and outshine our president. Let's do fast. Let Buhari come. They did all they could to make sure that Buhari will come back and they will stop Osibajo. You see the hypocrisy. So Buhari, the Fulani president, will be the last popular Fulani president coming from northern Nigeria. I told you that in the next election, it is Southerners that are going to determine who becomes Nigeria's president. Some people, they look at me and say, this young man, what are you saying? What do you know? Do you know politics? We will sit down here, you are watching it. See, before a Fulani become president, it will be from a Southerner. The Southerners will be the ones that determine, because we have cracked the hypocrisy. Yeah? We don't expose this northern hypocrisy. Before I forget this young lady, I watched her this morning and I was touched to read her story. She said she's a non-Muslim Fulani. She's a Fulani. You know, Fulani then get Christians. Fulani get Christians now. There's a Fulani Christian, a pastor that has been, they were wanting him because he converted. You know, some people go tell you, say, in Islam, we do not coerce people. Islam does not affect. We did not do this, blah, blah, blah. He converted. Some of these things happened before our eyes. He converted and they were tracing him to kill him. Those people that are saying Islam is a religion of peace, we are not, they will keep quiet. While the ones that are radical will be looking for ways to hunt down unbelievers or kafir. She said, in northern Nigeria, if your neighbor hates you, all they have to say is that you blasphemed their prophet. In northern Nigeria, when you go to northern Nigeria, you see that they almost dress the same way. You'll be shocked. Do we have Christians? Even the Christians, they almost dress the same way like the Muslims. We know that Muhammad, when in his time, the weather, the desert, warranted that they wear those clothings. Before our Muslim brothers started adopting the attire of Muhammad. The weather then, their weather, their geography, the desert, warranted that they wear such clothing. In northern Nigeria today, if you dress in, there are some places, if you dress in a certain way, you become odd because of the manipulation. I told you that this Northerners, it's like they use juju. This Fulani, I'm talking about Fulani this morning. She's a Fulani. He said, in Northern Nigeria, if your neighbor hates you, all they have to say is that you blaspheme their prophet without evidence. So they just need to get the account of the accuser, the Fulani jihadist terrorist. If he doesn't like you, somebody and two guys were arguing football. Now, I don't know whether this is true, but I heard the story. We know Mohamed Salah of Liverpool and Gabriel Jesus, or whatever it is, of Arsenal. So the other guy that was using Gabriel Jesus to like defend or argue against Mohamed Salah was winning the argument. All of a sudden, the other guy now told me that this guy is abusing Prophet Muhammad. From football argument, in Mohamed Salah, Mohamed no get sense, Mohamed no sabe anything, blah, blah, blah. The guy just turned the conversation that the guy was blaspheming the prophet. These are the hypocrites we have in Northern Nigeria. We cannot have a developed society, a developed country with this kind of people. Look at their politicians. The same hypocrisy runs in their blood. I can sit down all day and tell you. So, if somebody hates you in Northern Nigeria, according to the Fulani lady, I will not play video. I will just show her picture. Look her. Fulani lady said, then they'll just say you blaspheme their prophet. And that is another means that they used to kill. Any small thing, they are ready to shed blood. That Pastor Dachomo, he came out to say that the religion is a blood-sucking religion. Any little thing, they are willing to spill blood. I told you that any association or any gathering or coming together that is against criticism is an occultic movement. That is against criticism is an occultic movement. Cultists or occultic people don't like you criticizing them. Any little thing, they want to spill blood. So he said, the story of Deborah went popular because the South made it popular, but Northerners tried to suppress it. We, the non-Muslims, can be unalived simply for voicing discomfort. Now, the story of Deborah became viral because Southerners decided to make it viral. It is a normal practice in Northern Nigeria. Some stories are not even told. Some stories are not told. And even in non-Muslims here, you dare not talk. If they carry out whatever criminal activity they carry out, they expect you to shut up. Because if you challenge them, even their politician, even their elder, even their professor, with the last person in the bush, they have the same thinking pattern. So look at the people that defended the boys that were accused of burning Deborah. Are they not SAN in their numbers? In their numbers. You will see a lawyer in Northern Nigeria accusing somebody of blasphemy. The reason why they have to kill a lawyer who knows the law, the reason why they have to kill you, jungle justice, is because of blasphemy. So the hypocrisy of Northern Nigeria is going to affect them in the coming months and years. I tell you. See, Southern Nigeria will so much permeate, spread their wings inside the Nigerian politics. They will be so much powerful that before a Northerner becomes anything, whether popular, they will have to wash his brain with hypo. They go wash him. They go wash the hypocrisy, wash the foolishness from their brains before they can hold any position in power. Because under no normal circumstance that you can compare Osibajo to Buhari, you no get anywhere. You no get anywhere. In a level playing field, you don't see. Even people that are the same classmates, it is when you get out of school, you know that none will be mate. You are only classmate because you are in the same school. When you get out of school, and after how many years, you gonna say none will be mate. It's because of one Nigeria. You see, you can have a Osibajo and Buhari sit in the same place. Because of the hypocrisy of Northern Nigeria, how Northern Nigeria is constituted, that's why you can see Buhari becomes a popular person. I said it. What makes you popular in Northern Nigeria? Religious extremism. Becoming a Muslim fanatic and a student of Udman Danfodio. That is when the number of illiterates will support you, because it's about numbers. You have so many illiterates in not. I'm not saying illiterate like the way these guys think. When I saw them, let's move on. Let me read what this lady said. Say, we non-Muslims can be unalived simply for voicing discomfort. There's a law where people take law into their hands. The people in the system, that's why the Fulani wants to permeate, these Muslims want to permeate every, they want to be in the judiciary, want to be in the police, want to be in government, so that if anything happens to you, if they carry out jungle justice, and the police, the Fulani, he go arrest you. If you go court go play pasha. So every institution of government, they want to be there. That's why they plan power, take away power from Northern Nigeria, they become useless. They are not useful in any way. So now, because Muslims are fasting, non-Muslims can't eat in public. You'll be arrested by Hizbah police. Look at the people that told us that Sharia does not affect non-Muslims. I saw a video of a lady that went abroad, a Christian country, because she was fasting. She's now complaining. She's complaining that people are eating around me. Why are they eating? That tells you that these people there's a mental problem. Why are people eating around me? Because you are fasting, people should not eat. Because you are fasting. My God, maybe you are not thinking the way I'm looking at it. Because you are fasting, people should not eat around you, and you see them, they will speak BB grammar, and you think they are okay. Look at Northern Nigeria today, almost like Afghanistan. Christians, it's hard for Christians to practice their religion in a Muslim-dominated society, but it's easy for Muslims to practice their religion in a Christian-dominated society. Muslims have more rights in a Christian-dominated society than even in a Muslims have more rights in a Christian-dominated society than even in a Muslim-infested community. They have more rights. It's painful. So, why I'm advocating for Southern unity is because the future, Fulani, the Fulani, the student of Uthman Danfodio will never be Nigeria's president. The one that have the ideology of Uthman Danfodio, they go take them through scrutiny. They go scrutinize them. They go scrutinize that foolishness from their brain. Scrutinize it out of their brain. Because I've said it before that without the Fulani and their shenanigans, Nigeria would have been a better place. Who is the ones causing trouble in the north? Who is the one making sure that there's instability? Farmers are being killed, soldiers are being killed, insecurity everywhere. We are spending so much money we make from Southern Nigeria in Northern Nigeria. Who do you think it has the root of this problem? It is the Fulani. Nepotism, who brought it? The Muslim North. Look at Buhari, what he did. And some people are blaming Tinubu. Taiwo Oloyede has been made the Minister of State for Finance. Even Yorubas are all in finance. Tinubu is see, you people don't have the morality to question these Northerners. As a Southeasterner, I can question him, but I understand the politics he's playing. Even we Southeasterners are not. We are not represented well in this government. That one is another conversation for another day. But looking at the way this North they are moving, things don't change, Things don't change. The next election will open a lot of eyes, the eyes of a lot of people. Should be governor of Adamawa State. Don't come, they tell them openly, say, they should forget about 2027. They should wait for 2031. You don't come, tell them openly. He's not even hiding it. Forget about 2027, wait for 2031. Even that 2031. You see, when Tinubu was making his appointment, he appoints someone from Kogi as chief of army staff. Someone from, I think, Kogi or Benue, maybe INEC chairman, I think from Kogi. GM, the NNPC, I think, somewhere around. Minister of Defense from Southern Kaduna. Look at how he's picking these Northerners. Giving them popularity, exposure, political exposure. They are understanding and they will go back and they will build political foundation in the Middle Belt. that will rival that of the Fulani. And the political caliphate, there is a political caliphate that is being built in the Middle Belt. It's on its early stages. What is a caliphate? Just look at Sultan Sokoto. He's a political head in northern Nigeria. If you are going to become anything from north, you must pay obeisance to that Sultan Sokoto, whether you like it or not. Even though where Sultan Sokoto is staying, it does not contribute reasonably to Sokoto as a state. His own domain is one of the most backward region in Nigeria. But yet, they produce people that want to change Nigeria. They produce people that want to turn Nigeria around. I tell you. So, political structures are being built, sophisticated one, independent of the Fulani hegemony, Fulani influence, Fulani manipulation, Fulani hypocrisy. It's being built. And the one they are building in the southwest will join with the one in the middle belt. Me, I'm looking at politics at a broader level. I'm not looking at your APC, PDP, or Obi, Tinubu, and whatever it is. These people will come and go. They will come and go. What happens? These structures is going to help us to restructure Nigeria, restructure the Fulani influence. See, I'm much more concerned about the Fulani influence. How Fulani is influencing our politics. Because they are going to influence our politics towards their own agenda. They have an agenda they are trying to push. So that politics they play, they influence. You see, I have said it many times. Erufai, they speak grammar. Like a better person. You see Muslim tickets. Yes, it is time. It's our turn. He carry on his soul, spirit, and body, pursue. He never considered whether we are disenfranchising the Christians. It's about Muslims. So the Fulani, the reason why they want to take political power is because of their own selfish interests and their agenda. And like I said, Buhari would be Nigeria's last Fulani popular president. Tinubu winning that 2007 election will prove it. That most of the top guys will be relegated. They cannot win, after Atiku, Kwankwaso, and Erufai. The next person that will become Nigeria's president, let's assume, I've made my predictions. Let's assume that Ribadu becomes president. After Ribadu, no matter how Ribadu wants to bring out his Fulani nature, he done the show. There's a video he's saying that these terrorists are our brothers. Most of them want peace. Look at what an NSA is saying. Terrorists are our brothers. Most of them want peace. If somebody commits crime and murder, would he say the same thing? This criminal, they are our brothers. Let's forgive them. When there's a law for terrorism, and you are saying that we should have peace, there's a law. It's not about emotions. It tells you the way these people reason is different from the way we reason in southern Nigeria. So if Ribadu becomes Nigeria's president, the kind of structure that will have been put in place, they cannot change any fading. You will see it. That is if, things can happen. But my predictions, I stand by it. Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. I stand by it till tomorrow. And if Tinubu is going to leave, the Fulani would not. You will say this one. I saw something today. That's why I'm saying it. The Fulani, the way they are playing their politics, it is going to backfire on them. The way South is playing politics now, look at what they are doing. There's a consensus. There's a leadership. There is somebody who has seen a path and has explained this path, political path. In the Southwest now, Tinubu is like their Lord and personal savior. So he brings a dream. He fought for that dream. He's selling that dream to everybody, and people are aligning to that dream. And so far we are concerned that dream must be achieved in the Southwest. The same way I'm advocating for the Southeast. We have the Southeast Development Commission. Governors should come together. Most of these Igbo governors, they are over selfish, they worry them. If I tell our Biafran brothers, the money they've given our Igbo governors, if we have held them to account, we have been looking at a sophisticated Igbo land. At least a semi-developed Igbo land. If they have utilized the money they give them, that's another. So, then you look at the north, it is, inshallah, religious extremism and what have you, that makes them have political power. But it has changed. You see, every time the northern Muslims will say, we have the numbers. We have the numbers. They are Muslims. Every time it is the imam or the religious leaders that will be going on mosque every Friday and start talking about Tinubu, blah blah. That's their own system. They're not bringing out people that are competent. They're not bringing out people that are saying reasonable things. It's just from religious perspective. What the North offers is religious and ethnic votes. It's not vote that comes with capacity, competence, and capability. Yes. And that's why they will fail to, after 2031, they will fail to present a reliable person that can beat the South. A lot of people are rising up from the South. You don't know. You go see them very soon. And I'm going to be one of them. This politics you go do am. I'm very, very serious about what I just said. Now let me finish the story of this lady. Because Muslims are fasting, non-Muslims can't eat in public. It is from a Fulani. It is not me that said it, okay? You'll be arrested by Hizbah police. They are terrorizing us. Some schools have even closed. Some schools. Currently, Northerners are busy flying Iranian flag. And they are not arrested. But when certain people raise the Russian flag, they were arrested. We are very oppressed. A non-Muslim Fulani woman cries out. You can see the kind of life they live in that north. They use anywhere there's Christian majority, the Muslim population will find a way to seize political power so that they can turn everybody. They will oppress. It is oppression. That's how the Fulani used to convert people to Islam. Oppression. They suffocate you. They go to your stream. They poison your stream. They will not do anything to you. They poison your stream. You have no option that to come to meet them in their own stream. They will now start giving you conditions. You must do this and do that. But they are the ones that poison your stream. They leave you with no option than to bow to them. They do things to muzzle you, to oppress you. This is what the Fulani. But I'm assuring them that power they look for, they're not going to see them. I'm very sure about it. 101% sure. This Buhari will be the last popular Fulani president we are going to have in Nigeria. Nobody them in Nigeria. You go shock them. You go see how Middle Belt and the South go support the Hausa person. You go see how they will drag the narrative by 2031. You go see how the narrative go shift against the Northern Fulani. You go see. Let's just wait till then. May God help Nigerians.